Alright, well, hey. Good to see everybody again. Hope you guys are doing alright. Let me go ahead and take this controller camera off for right now. So a lot's been happening in the past 48 hours, maybe almost 3 days, 2.5 days. The feedback was massive and swift on the G7 video, which I kind of expected. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. However, wanted to do this video as well, because I'm not saying it was misplaced or not rightfully so, but the G7 got a lot of hate, and namely the Xbox players. But keep in mind, you can also play on the G7 on PC and use that same application, just so you know. And we'll get into that here in a second. So just for public service announcement, I think for a little bit I'm gonna play on PlayStation. Not because of any other reason besides what's going on, but also yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna play on PlayStation. Actually, I think the game runs better on PlayStation, if I'm being honest, than Xbox. But for the time being, I'll be on PlayStation. But I wanted to make this video to, let's say, I don't want to say misery loves company, but put it out there that don't be so naive that only G7s can be altered in a way to drastically help your game. Yeah, I mentioned it in the first part of the video 2 days ago that you can also change some settings on Steam for your controller, and it can be any controller that I'm aware of. It can be any controller, so it's not just a G7 in this instance. So, like I said, don't be so naive to think, oh, the Xbox and G7. Hold on now, hold on. So I'm not a PC player. I don't like playing games on PC. I know very little about Steam and how all that works. Yeah, I just don't do it. But did some digging and talk to some folks who play on PC and are avid PC gamers about what can and can't you do with the controller. Here you go. Before I get into all this is also a plea to the devs or whoever for 2K27. You have got to go back to have timing in the swing. It's a non-negotiator right now. You have to have timing, because right now all this is drawing a point from or drawing a line from point A to point B. And with the technology out there and the settings you can change, it's brain dead, and the competitive aspect of the game is watered down at minimum, if not already kind of extinct for right now. So you have to have timing back, or some type of timing into it, because right now this just ain't it. It ain't it, and it won't be it next game. If the swing is still the same in the next game to what it is right now, it's going to be the Wild West. I mean, best of luck policing it. So here you go. So if you're on Steam, or if someone's on Steam with whatever controller they want, they go, all you got to do is you right click on the game right here, go to properties, and then go to controller. Right here, kind of inconspicuous, controller configurator. Click on that. I'll bring this over. Brings up this screen. Okay, you want to go, or not say you want to go, you would go to edit layout. And then on the left, joysticks. Okay. And then over here, joystick behavior, hit this little cog. Right here, little cog. This brings you to this screen. Horizontal scale, vertical scale. Does this look familiar on the G7 app? The answer is yes, it does. as you suggest it does. It works similar to it. Works similar. So it's a factor of how sensitive your horizontals are or verticals. The vertical in this sense doesn't matter that much, but it's the horizontal that matters more. And I've only been testing this for probably 15 minutes, so I might get some things a little bit wrong, but you're going to start to see if someone that was more tech savvy than I am on this stuff, in an hour or two, I mean, you can just start to dial it in immensely. But from what I'm gathering, the horizontal scale is how sensitive it is to go, left and right. But here's also a thing here too. This right here, rotate output. I can't highlight it, but right here, circling it. Rotate output. So you can so whatever you're doing, whatever your input is. Hold on. So whatever your input is, whatever you're doing, let's say you're going vertical. This rotation takes that vertical and rotates it a certain degree. So if you go back, it'll rotate it. Let's say I want to go 7 degrees, right? My vertical movement back will rotate 7 degrees. When I go forward, it's going to rotate that input 7 degrees. I may have the specifics a little wrong, but you can still see what could take place, especially if, like I said, someone's better than this than I am, and they have a couple hours to fiddle with this. So you can rotate it. And like I said, you can also adjust the scale of how sensitive it is. So let's go. Let me see if this works. All right. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm a little blurry. Hold on, sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do two thumb. I took off this joystick on the left one, on the top. I took this off just to give me some room. So I'm gonna do two thumb. Okay. So you can see, I'm gonna do this correctly. I'm not gonna try to game the system here. Okay. I'm gonna swing, let's say, like I normally would swing, I'm gonna swing, and I'm gonna try to keep swinging the same way, let's say, and get this thing dialed. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna go from right here. Okay, and I'm gonna swing it. I gotta move this over. All right. So, okay, you see how far out that is? Okay, so I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna drop the scale. Let's go down. I'll do the extremes just to prove a point. So it's at 20. It's at 20. Okay. So again, I'm gonna try to swing the same way. Okay. So this should be a lot less sensitive going left and right. So it should bring that line in tighter. That bitch is vertical. So that, I mean, I'm swinging at an angle now. It's hard to get over to those points. And you got to work at it. Okay, so now I know. Okay, I can't hit those points very well. Let me try to rotate the input. Okay, it's already been rotated 7 degrees. Let's go 3 more degrees. Let's go 10. Let's go 10 degrees. Okay. Gotta go over here again. Okay, it's getting closer. Okay. So now, all right, now I know, hey, you know what? The scale is actually not sensitive enough. Let's bump this to 35. Okay, let's try it. pretty good. I'm not worried about the tempo or transition. So what does that mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. So it's not just the G7, guys. It's not just the G7. You can do this on any, from what I can gather, on any PC Steam controller. And I'm not accusing anybody of doing it. And if you are, I'm not calling you anything other than, hey, I don't, fair play. Fair play, man. Hey, it's there. So take that for what it's worth. Everything I said in the previous video, I think still applies. This is just one other example that I think actually parlays into more controllers. It's not just the G7. I can do this on the stock Xbox controller. I'm doing it on the PlayStation controller. I can do it on the G7. I can do it on a Switch control. Anything. So I don't know what else to demonstrate. With this knowledge now out there, I mean, I think the game or the swing has to change, or the competitive landscape is not only, I'll say, diminished, but the credibility is now severely watered down. And you're gonna have folks on Xbox being questioned, everybody on PC being questioned. PlayStation, I think for right now you're okay. I think for right now you're okay unless something else comes to fruition. I think you're all right. But who knows? Maybe the next controller the PlayStation comes out, it has this software. If a $70 controller that an Xbox player can use, and if PC has this type of technology as well, it would not be a bridge too far to say that very soon, if not already, PlayStation has or will have a controller that can have this type of adjustability. So, what does that mean? So either everything has to be okay, or until there are rules and regulations, and I'm speaking maybe for TGC, or maybe even internally at 2K, if they can see this type of data. If there are, as long as there are rules and regulations that can be cross-referenced to what the data they can see being input by players, until that's a thing, this is a problem. That I don't think has an answer to it. I think a big mitigating factor would be timing, because I can sit there and do that all day now. But I still have to worry about timing, or I would have to worry about timing, especially trying to hit like a hard shot or a shot under pressure. You know, that timing was a huge deal. So, the final thought is the G7 is not the problem. The G7 is just another one of many things that is now at the disposal for a player right here at PC. So now what? Do you now scrutinize all the PC players? I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, PlayStation, right now you guys are safe. So, hey, until next time, see what happens. Bye-bye.